is we want to open their eyes, right? The biggest challenge we have ahead of us, and that's why I think marketing is such a key, critical role here, is the awareness raising part. So, banks have financed now, the latest figures just came out at $6.9 trillion into the fossil fuel industry since the Paris Agreement. And most people have no idea about that. And they have no idea that it's their bank accounts and their deposits that are complicit in this. And so the first thing is, that's why the very first tool that you're met with on the homepage is the bank checking tool, because most people, it's very easy to brush it under the rug and say it's probably someone else's bank, someone else's money. Probably not, especially if you're with someone like Barclays, HSBC, NatWest, Lloyds, etc. So that's the first thing, is to raise awareness, which is part of any standard kind of marketing funnel. And then oftentimes they find their way to their website because they have some degree of climate consciousness, and they want to do better with their money. And so then the next thing is we try to inspire them to take action. And I think we're trying to cater to them at different levels of their journey. So some people may be a little more skeptical of how bad this really is, or how much impact they would really have by switching. And so we would then try to kind of capture their email address so we can send them our newsletter and keep them up to date on everything. Whereas on the other end of the spectrum, you might have people who are absolutely shocked, like my friend from the blog, Extinction Rebellion, and they want to know exactly what to do today. And so then we have a directory of green banks, and we've just done a really thorough kind of rating of the top 100 banks in the UK. So then we want to show them the options, like here's who you can switch to. There's lots of filters depending on what their needs are. And then maybe somewhere in the middle, you'll find people who aren't necessarily ready to switch, but they want to let their bank know that they're not happy. And so we're building out tools to allow them to pressure their bank and let them and voice their dissatisfaction. So we have a kind of AI-driven tool at the moment where you can write a breakup letter to your old bank. So if you have already switched, you just put in a few lines about why this is very upsetting to you, and then the AI will kind of spit out a very nicely formatted written email that will then go straight to the relevant person at your bank. So it's kind of like traditional letter writing, but on steroids.
Right.
So yeah.
That was a very useful tool, and I did use it when breaking up with Barclays recently.